I think, even in what we do, if we just trudged along every year, it'd be bloody hard work for us to kind of get the traction or the brand presence or whatever it is market share, whatever it is that I'm looking for. As I say, there has to be something every year. You can't do more than one or two of them now because the game changes. Yeah. What have you got as in your plan idea for your game changer for this year? Yeah,
so again, with our macro being we want to completely disrupt the global market. We need to be global. Mm-hmm. So this year is going to be a year of internationalization. Mm-hmm. We're launching, all being well, in the US in the summertime. We've been accepted to an accelerator program over at Phoenix, Arizona. They provide funding, they provide connections with local agencies, but critically also the state university as well, which is the biggest campus in the US.
Yeah.
And that's important to me because we want to make sure we can really localize the
proposition. How did you come across that, by the way?
I just get out. I get about. So I met a guy who was actually from Stockport, who's now based in London. And he runs workshops for businesses that want to launch in the US. And he's done it in conjunction with a number of partners. And one of them was this accelerator program in Phoenix. So I had a chat with the team there. We shared the business plan. We shared where we're at in terms of our plans. We demonstrated that I did the groundwork. I made sure we found the core suppliers for our core product range in the US, so we could locally supply and fulfill those orders. And so we would just tick the boxes, and we're pretty close to going with them, but we've had a curveball thrown in by another accelerator program who said, have a look at this. So we'll have a look at that before we make a decision. But the level of this year will be moving to the US market. All of the licenses that we're negotiating give us the ability to be in the US. That's really critical for growth. And we've always got one eye when we're praising them that they have a good following in the US, because if we get that right, because the nature of our business, once the assets are there and in play, and once we're fully connected into the supply chain, it scales very quickly. And I think that the nature of our product being the best form of marketing is literally walking around with your personalised phone case or your personalised bag or whatever it is, will give us a lot of early momentum in that market, because there's just nothing else that exists like it.
Will you launch a Clarabella brand in the US?
For sure, We're equally passionate, so we'll always push and grow Clarabella. We won't let it stagnate just because we're working on other brands. Because going back to my core qualities, that chip on the shoulder, that's our Daniela, Alan David. These are Goliath brands we're going to bring in, but this is our IP, and we're really proud of how that brand has grown across the last 7 years. We're really appreciative of the community that the brand has developed, and that's something we want to continue to push across the entirety of our time with Toxicfox. So Clarabella will launch in the US. I think it'll do very well because it's birthed from the reality TV that we borrowed from the US, from shows like The Hills and the beauty pageant queen and all that culture that we borrowed. So I think it's its natural home. I think it'll do very well there.